Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. This is tomorrow's transfers. Today it's Tuesday night. We're bringing you Wednesday's headlines. I'm Adam McCullough. Hope you're all doing well. It's 11 p.m. UK time. We're 11 p.m. live every night, Monday to Friday. So thank you for joining us yet again. Hope you guys are all good. I'll hit up the comments shortly as well. We've got lots to talk about today. Although I've got to say, the press are scraping the barrel a little bit, and I will get stuck into those very, very shortly. Today, we're talking Lemar of Monaco. We're talking Griezmann. And we're also talking that boy, Andreas Pereira, as well as looking at the back pages and, of course, Jose Mourinho's targets for the season. Hope you boys are well, and girls, of course. Max, Chris, Lameno, Sammy, Truls, thank you for joining up in today. Joe Swarbrick saying Zlatan. Is Zlatan going to end up going from here to here? Because obviously Andy Mitten had reported in the ESPN FC that he was going to sign a contract this week. So if that happens, then we will see Zlatan not only be in the outs, but also be in the ins as well. Jim Jimerson, I wasn't late, I was on time, I promise. If this kid gets loaned out again, he'll be sold to his Eyes Up Guardian, and I will give you my thoughts on that soon. Nyasha, how you doing? Max has liked the video, and everybody else hit that like button as well. Get hitting that like button, and of course subscribe to Full Time Devils if you haven't already. By the end of the season, the guys at Full Time Devils are trying to hit 500,000, so hopefully we can do that. So get hitting the subscribe button. Bradley Smith, how you doing? Thank you for commenting. He's saying he's part of the McCullough gang, and I do recognise Bradley Smith from my live streams as well, so thank you for getting involved here as well. Kendall is commenting blue. Is that supposed to be black? Red, white and black? Because that definitely looked blue to me. But anyway, getting stuck into the first story. Now this is one that popped up in the comments on some videos, and I was thinking, what's going on here? And it's in regards to Lemar. Now he's been linked with Arsenal for a lot of the summer, Thomas Lemar, and he's at Monaco at the moment. It looks like Monaco aren't going to let him go this summer. They've kept a hold of Fabinho. So far, they've kept a hold of Mbappe. And they want to keep a hold of this lad as well. And it looks like they could do that. But he's been linked with Manchester United. Now, it's the Express that are going with this story. But it's based on some bookies basically reducing the odds on Lemar joining Manchester United. Now, I'm not going to tell you who those bookies are, because I think that's why they've wanted to do this story. They've done this story just to simply bring in the bets on their pages. Now they've dropped the odds to 6-1 to Lemar joins Manchester United. Now if you do bet, you'll know 6-1 doesn't mean it's definitely happening anyway. So why would they be willing to give money away like that if they were so sure Lemar was joining Manchester United? It doesn't make any sense, and it just seems like a publicity stunt by this betting company to get their name out there, get their name in a few articles, get a few clicks on their website. And that's what seems to be going on with this one at the moment. Of course, United may have targeted Lemar or something like that. I don't know. We may have scouted him. We scout a lot of players. But based on a betting company, I'm not going to get carried away, because I think it's a bit iffy for me. Tom says, will these live streams happen when the window closes? I think it will be general Manchester United news then. So that's what I think will be going on. Abs, you're actually wrong, you know. It's usually those guys, but you're actually wrong. Anyway, next up is Griezmann. And Antoine Griezmann, obviously his move to Manchester United fell through early in the window. And I remember Jamie Jackson saying on a Full Time Devils video that Jose Mourinho was obsessed with bringing in Romelu Lukaku and Antoine Griezmann. Now, obviously, we got Romelu Lukaku. And at that point in time, a lot of people commented on the video and commented about Jamie Jackson's comments, saying, but Lukaku's going to Chelsea, and look how it turned out. Now, Griezmann has obviously been linked with Manchester United for a while. There's obvious interest there. He wants to come to United. United want him. And if we can get him, I'm sure United will be in for him next summer. Now, the thing that worries me here is that the Star have made an article based on Guillem Balaguer's information or instinct that Antoine Griezmann would still consider a move to Manchester United. Now, either Guillem Balaguer has got the news from July and he's got it super late like he usually does, because Guillem Balaguer is usually very, very wrong. or Manchester United aren't signing Griezmann, because Guillem Balaguer usually puts the mark of death on a transfer if he says it is going to happen. But having said that, I do think United will be in for Griezmann next summer. I don't think it will be January. JK says Griezmann may be January. I don't think it will be January unless Atletico Madrid got knocked out of the Champions League. But I can't see that happening. So I don't think we'll sign him till next summer if we do sign him. But anything can happen between now and then. So let's wait and see. And I got criticised when we missed out on Antoine Griezmann. I got criticised for saying give Andreas Pereira an opportunity. And this next kid, Andreas Pereira, is the next topic of today's video. Now, Sport Witness have got this article, sportwitness.co.uk. Check them out. They're very, very good for diluting all the information and taking out the good stuff and telling you what's bullshit in these transfer windows. And they're saying that Peter Lim, the Valencia owner, he also owns Salford City, and he was responsible for Gary Neville getting the job at Valencia. Now, Peter Lim is very, very interested in making this move happen, and they want a loan move. But people at Valencia aren't confident the move's going to go ahead, and aren't even sure Valencia have space for him in their squad. Also, Jose Mourinho's insistence on keeping him means that the move is very, very unlikely anyway. And that last bit of their article where they mention Jose Mourinho wanting to keep Andreas Pereira really, really made me happy. Because when you look at the way Manchester United have played so far in the Premier League, we've played a midfield three. Now, many of us expected to see Pogba, Matic and Herrera against West Ham and against Swansea. And I have no doubts we will see Pogba, Matic and Herrera in the bigger games when we need a little bit more balance in midfield and maybe can't afford to have a little bit more attacking edge. But I think Andreas Pereira could definitely occupy that role that Mata has been filling. We've seen under Jose Mourinho, he's played in the 6, he's played in the 8, he's also played out wide as well. He's played in all 3 of those positions in the pre-season. And I think Andreas Pereira is supremely talented, he's got huge potential, and he could go on to become an absolute fantastic player. Now, Paulo says Andreas should stay, and I totally agree with you guys. Andreas Pereira should stay at Manchester United, and I think him staying at Manchester United would be a big boost for him. Jose saying that he wants to keep him around the squad. And I hope that in some games he comes on for the likes of Mata, the likes of Mkhitaryan, the likes of Pogba. He comes on, or he starts some games in the Capital One Cup, EFL Cup. What's it called these days? I don't know what it's called these days. But he could play in that. He could play in the FA Cup. And talking about the FA Cup, we go on to the Sun's back page where they have a shot of Jose Mourinho saying that he is targeting the Premier League and FA Cup double this year with a Champions League last 8 spot, the minimum requirements for the players. And having heard that, I'm quite happy with that, to be fair. I think we need to target the Premier League. The Premier League has to be our main target this season, and if we can get that, it'd be absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, guys, get your comments in, get liking the video. What do you think about Andreas? Andreas is a Mata, but a much more raw talent as Kyle, with a little bit more pace as well than Mata, but obviously Mata's an incredible player. We've got Martial, says Jose Frias. We need depth. We are in the Champions League, says Pablo. I think we have got depth, to be honest. I think we have got depth. Maybe not in that left position where Martial plays, but it looks like Martial and Rashford are going to share that position. And the likes of Pereira can also play there as well. I think we have got depth. Some of you may think 1 or 2 players need to be changed, and there may be a lack of quality in certain players, but I don't think we're going to see wholesale changes. Dilly says Andreas needs to play, and if we cannot offer him player time, we should allow him to go on loan to continue to develop. Dilly, totally agree with that as well. It's very much the same case as we had with Timothy Fosu-Mensah. But I feel like if Jose is going to keep him part of the squad, Jose got a look at him in that Wigan game last summer. He got a look at him in the pre-season, then sent him out on loan. He kept in touch with Andreas Pereira, kept texting him throughout the season, kept contact. He was the only player that was out on loan that Jose kept that contact with. And then he's brought him back in the pre-season. He's got him in the squad. He's played him a lot during the pre-season. Now, he hasn't played in the Premier League, but we've only had 2 games yet. So nothing to worry about yet in terms of that. So I think we should allow him time, at least keep him in the first team squad till January, and then reassess it then. If he hasn't played any games or he's not played enough games, then we can, do that. Pereira was one of the best performers in pre-season, in my opinion. Be a shame if he left, says Patrick. Pereira is... No, he's not, Duncan. I'm not reading that out. Wireless... Don't loan him out unless a Premier League team comes in for him, says Sam Bainbridge. Jose, you mad, says Maxwell. He's not mad if he's keeping him. Pereira was awesome on pre-season, says Usman. And who do United need to sign, says Joseph. I don't know. I think we need a winger, but there's not really anyone out there. Perisic didn't come off. Bale didn't come off. And I don't think we should force a signing and just be making a signing because, oh, we need someone. Make the signing because they suit us. We suit them. No point forcing it at all. Pereira signed a contract to 2018, I think the last contract he signed was. I think it was 2018. I think Pereira will kill it wherever he goes, to be honest. But it'd just be interesting. I hope he gets a chance here at Old Trafford. Anyway, guys, I have been Adam McCullough. This has been Full Time Devils. Tomorrow's transfers today. Get your thoughts in on all the betting-backed news regarding Lemar. Of course, Griezmann, and has Guillem Balaguer put the hex on the move? And of course, Andreas Pereira, should Man United let him leave on loan? Subscribe to Full Time Devils. Subscribe to youtube.com/Adam McCullough. Get your comments in. Like this video as well. Can we make it hit 1,000 likes? Let us know. Get your comments in as well. What you thinking? Anyway, guys, I've been Adam McCullough. I'm out of here.